Hey guys, welcome back to another week of What's for Dinner. If you're new here, I post these videos every Sunday to share some meal ideas with you and to hopefully give you a little dinner inspiration for the coming week. All of our meals are budget friendly and delicious, so if you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future dinner ideas. Also make sure to stick around to the end of the video to see my favorite meal of the week. For meal number 1 this week, we had meatloaf with brown sugar bacon green beans and homemade mac and cheese. So for our meatloaf, we started out with 2 pounds of ground beef, and to that we added 2 eggs. Then we seasoned that with about a teaspoon each of onion powder, seasoned salt, salt and pepper, and parsley. Then we added in 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of minced garlic, about a tablespoon of mustard, 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire, and a handful of crushed Ritz crackers. Then we just shaped our meatloaf in our baking dish and put this in the oven at 375 degrees for about an hour until the internal temperature was 165. We also made some of our homemade mac and cheese. I'll have that recipe down in the description box below.
Bacon.
Do you love bacon?
What is this?
It's you.
No, these.
It's you. Crying in a photo booth.
You, Mom.
That's Mom. What do you think? Does it look like you?
No.
Let me see. Look at me. Well, not with that face.
It wasn't we told
Probably
you.
upside down, but that's... You like macaroni?
Yeah. It's not upside down.
You want a macaroni?
Yeah.
You're recording your foot. To make our gravy, we just mix some of our drippings from our meatloaf with 2 tablespoons of butter, 2 tablespoons of flour, some beef broth, salt and pepper, and Tony's seasoning. Can you open it?
No.
And to go along with that, we made some brown sugar bacon green beans. We just used some frozen green beans and add in half a package of cooked bacon, about a tablespoon of minced garlic, 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, and 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. For meal number 2 this week, we made some pepperoni meatball subs. To 1 pound of ground beef, we added a handful of crushed Ritz crackers, 1 egg, a tablespoon of minced garlic, some salt and pepper, onion powder, oregano, and basil to taste, half a cup of tomato sauce, 1/4 cup of cottage cheese, and 1 cup of chopped pepperoni. We just browned our meatballs on all sides in some melted butter. Then we made our usual marinara sauce, and I'll have that recipe down in the description box. We added our meatballs to our marinara sauce and let those simmer for a little bit. Then we put them in the oven at 350 degrees until the meatballs were cooked through.
Oven for a little bit.
What do you think, Garrett?
I think it's good. I got wide, soft, and meatball.
Yeah? What did you finish today?
My 4th grade.
What grade are you in now?
2nd grade. I think this week's too.
You're gonna be in kindergarten. And this week, my favorite meal was this Cajun beans and rice with sausage and shrimp. We started out by chopping up half a sweet onion and 2 stalks of celery, and we're going to put these in our immersion blender because Adam doesn't like chunks of onions, but you could just chop these up if you like. And we did use some celery I had in the freezer, but of course you could use fresh. So we got those in our immersion blender and added 2 tablespoons of minced garlic, a tablespoon of Worcestershire, about 4 drops of liquid smoke, half a tablespoon of sriracha. We used this because we didn't have any bell pepper, but you could use bell pepper instead. We also added some salt and pepper, 1/4 teaspoon of celery salt, and to taste we added some cayenne, sage, basil, parsley, and Tony's seasoning. We also added in half a tablespoon of sugar. That we added 1.5 cups to 2 cups of chicken broth. Then we got this all blended up, and then we strained out the solids from the liquid. For our sausage, we're using this beef brisket sausage, but of course you could use andouille or any kind of sausage you like. And we also got this rice we've never tried before. This is some jasmine rice with red and wild rice. Into 2 separate pans, we divided our solids from that mixture we blended earlier and added a tablespoon of butter to each. 1 pan is for the sausage and 1 is for the shrimp because I'm the only one that eats it, but you could totally do this all in 1 pan. So we got that all heated through to meld the flavors together, and then we added in our shrimp to 1 pan and our sausage to the other. To our pan with the sausage, we added in a can of pinto beans and about 1.5 cups of our broth. You could add more or less of your broth depending on how saucy you like it. This turned out so good. We've made beans and rice so many different ways on my channel, but this one was the best yet. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this week's video. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you haven't already, we would love for you to join our YouTube family. So hit that subscribe button down below and turn on notifications. I post What's for Dinner videos every Sunday.